started here in the School of Education, Social Work and Community Education in December 2014. Before joining the team here at the University of Dundee, I was at the Institute for Education, Community and Society at the University of Edinburgh. I was studying for my PhD, and that was looking at the cultural politics of climate change activism in the UK. And I was also teaching on the community education course. My particular research interests to date have been around, generally speaking, the connection between informal adult learning and social movement activism. And specifically, my previous research looked at social movement activism and adult learning from the perspective of climate change. From my previous research, I started out with a, broadly speaking, community education background, but as my own understanding and research developed, I became very interested in the broad field of human geography and cultural geography, and I see a lot of cross-links between community learning and development and geography, broadly speaking. So I'd love the opportunity to try and develop some of those links around my particular research interests, which are to do with mobilisation and public change, social change in relation to climate change and sustainability issues, and the role of informal adult learning and adult education within that. I'm really excited to be part of the team and to be involved in teaching and research in the area of community learning and development. I'm ready to learn a lot about the city of Dundee, being a transplant from Edinburgh. Outside of teaching and outside of the world of teaching and research, I still like to play basketball when my knees allow, which is becoming more infrequent as time goes on, and trying to find space to keep myself active in amongst all the other responsibilities. If anyone wants to come and find me, you're more than welcome. We can go and get a cup of tea and coffee, and whether it's talking about sports and basketball or music or research, shared research interests, if anything I'm doing sounds interesting to you. You can find me on the second floor of the Carnelli building.